If you want private 30-minute guitar lessons with me each month, then check out my Patreon link in the description box below. So this week we're going to be learning the Nirvana cover of The Man Who Sold the World, originally by David Bowie. Now the track is actually in E flat standard, but rather than tune to that, we're actually going to stick a capo on our 4th fret, and that means you can play it in standard tuning. So the intro sounds like this. So to begin with, we're going to place our first finger on the 2nd fret of our D string, and we're going to pick this 3 times. And you can do all downs for this, or you can do your alternate picking. Then you're going to lift your finger off and play your open D string. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, finger off, and 4. Then we're going to place our finger back onto the 2nd fret D. We're going to pick it and hammer on to the 3rd fret, and then pull off back to 2. Okay, and then finally we're going to lift our finger off and play the open D. So from the hammer on and pull off, it's, and then if you pull it all together, it's, and you essentially loop that multiple times. On the very last time that you do it, you actually end on that 2nd fret D. So now let's head into the verse chords and also our strumming pattern. So for this, we start playing on the word stair, which is our E major chord. So you're gonna need your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret A, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret D, and 1st finger on the 1st fret of the G. And our strumming pattern is gonna be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you're essentially playing down, down, up, down, up twice on each chord. So after that, it moves to an A minor chord. The 2nd finger on the 2nd fret D, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret G, and 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B. Same strumming pattern, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So if I do the 2 chords for you slowly, we've got down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. We go back to our E and do the same strumming pattern. And then on the word friend, we then move to a C. And then we're going to move to a G. And then we're just going to stop there and go from the beginning really slow, because it does change slightly on the next part. So we're starting on our E, A minor, E, C, and G. So E, A minor, back to E, to C, to G. Then we're going to go back to E. We're going to do down, down, up, down, up. So exactly the same so far. But then we're just going to do down, down, up. Okay, so we've got down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And then we quickly move to an A minor, where our strumming pattern goes back to normal. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Really important change there, because that's where it just differs slightly with our strumming pattern, but then that will take you into the chorus of the song. What I recommend you do is just get the chords down first and then do your strumming pattern. What I tend to do with the strumming pattern is I cover all of the strings and we just practice that without switching chords. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. You'd essentially practice that until it becomes natural, and then you'd add your chord progression in. So the whole of the verse sounds like this. So in the chorus there are two guitars. We're going to cover the lead guitar first, and it essentially plays some scales. So this is the first scale we're going to play. So for this we start on the 3rd fret of our low E, and I recommend using your 2nd finger for this. Then we're going to play the open A, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret A, and 5th fret A with your little finger. So on that A string, 1st finger, 2nd finger, little finger on the 2nd, 3rd and 5th fret. So we got 3rd fret low E, open A, 2nd fret A, 3rd fret A and 5th fret A. Then to finish the scale off, we go to the 2nd fret on the D, 3rd fret on the D and 5th fret on the D. So altogether this little section sounds like this. Then the second section, we start on the 3rd fret of our A, and then we play the 5th fret on the A. And I recommend using your 2nd and your little finger because it's going to free up our 1st finger for the next part, which goes 2nd fret D, 3rd fret D and 5th fret D. So we've got 3rd fret A, 5th fret A, 2nd fret D, 3rd fret D and 5th fret D. And then finally we go to the 2nd fret G, 4th fret G and 5th fret G. So 1st finger, 3rd finger, little finger. And altogether this scale sounds like this. So 3rd fret A, 5th fret, 2nd fret D, 3rd fret D, 5th fret D, 2nd fret G, 4th fret G and 5th fret G. So if you put them together at a slow tempo, it would be like this. Great for practicing your scales and also your alternate picking if that's how you decide to pick those notes. After that we then go back to our 1st scale. Then we go to our 2nd scale again. Okay, so you essentially play your scales twice. Then we're going to go to the 6th fret on the A, 6th fret on the A again, then 5th fret D, and then 6th fret A. So it'll be like this. And again. So after those 6th fret notes, we then go back to our 2nd scale pattern, which starts on the 3rd fret of the A. Back to our 1st scale pattern. And then back to our 2nd scale pattern. Okay, so the order is 1st scale pattern, 2nd scale pattern, 1st scale pattern, 2nd scale pattern, 6th fret notes, 2nd scale pattern, 1st scale pattern, 2nd scale pattern. So altogether at a slow tempo, it's going to sound like this. And then we're going to go back to the 6th fret on our A, and we're going to do that little section again. That will then lead you back into the intro. And finally you finish on your E. Okay, so it's going to go like this. Then that leads you into the intro. So let's take a look at the chords behind this lead guitar. It's going to start on our G chord, which is the 3rd fret low E, 2nd fret A, and then 3rd fret on the B and the high E. And we're just going to do straight down up strumming on this, and we're going to do it 32 times. So that's 4 lots of 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to move to a G sharp major chord. Unfortunately, we have to do a bar for this. So we're going to place our 1st finger on the 4th fret of all of our strings. That's our bar. We're going to place our 2nd finger on the 5th fret of our G. And then we're going to place our third and little finger on the 6th fret of the A and the D. And on this chord, we're going to go down, down, up, down, up. Following the G sharp chord, we're going to go back to our G, but this time we're only going to play it 24 times. So that's 3 lots of 8. So that's 8. That's 16. That's 24. Go back to our G sharp, down, down, up, down, up, and then we finish on the E. Okay. So altogether, the chorus chords sound like this. And again, that then leads you into the intro of the song. So the parts after here stay exactly the same, whether you're playing the chorus lead, the chorus rhythm, the intro, and the verse chords, the strumming pattern, it all just stays the same, pretty much up to the guitar solo. So for the guitar solo, you play the intro multiple times, but then it's going to change. So it sounds like this. So that's the first section. This is where he famously makes that mistake. So we're going to play our intro. Going to go to the 2nd fret D and try and do it again. But when we play our open D, rather than do our hammer on and pull off, we're going to go to the 2nd fret D. So it's very similar to our verse where we just hang on this note leading into the chords. Obviously in the guitar solo, we're going to keep moving essentially. Okay, so it's... And we're going to go up to our 9th fret. And I recommend you just follow the same rhythm as if you were strumming those chords in the verse. Okay, so down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And that picking pattern, or that rhythm, is going to stay pretty consistent throughout the whole of this guitar solo. So you only do that once. After that, you then go back down to your 2nd fret D and go to play your intro again. So again, we're on that 2nd fret D to end it with. This time we're going to go up to 10. Then we're going to go to 9. Pick it twice, and then we're going to go to the 7th fret. Then we're going to go back up to 9. So the second section of the guitar solo sounds like this. And then you essentially repeat that second section over and over again. So I'm going to play you now the first part and the second part, and then I'm going to stop there, and you essentially just repeat that second part pretty much all the way to the end of the song. And then you'd go back up to the 10th fret and loop it round. So I hope you've enjoyed this lesson playing The Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana in standard tuning. If you enjoyed this lesson, click the like button and click the subscribe and then the bell. That way you'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson.